listen, guys, I am honestly happy. Like, I am really happy that Gen Z is not working. I'm happy that we're not working. I'm happy that people have understood the bullshit of this system and the reality of this system. Because if we want to be fully honest, remember they used to say, "Oh, you shouldn't have brought in kids. You shouldn't have been, you know, if you can't afford kids, you shouldn't have brought any kids." And look at all these statistics now. They're all shaming us for not having kids. Like, yeah, I want to have kids when I'm older in my 30s, but it's like they're all shaming us for not even having kids. It's like you told us not to have kids and we listened, and now we're being shamed because, oh no, because we don't have more worker droid slaves. Guys, this is incredible. Like, Gen Z has effectively fucking walked out of the building. Like, you have to understand, like, yeah, we're the poorest generation, but at the same time it's like we understand how much of a scam the entire system is. We saw our parents get fucked in 2008. We saw our parents get fucked during the dot-com crash. We saw our parents get fucked during 2020 COVID. And our older brothers and sisters get fucked by the COVID. We saw it. I mean, can you just imagine this? They locked down the entire earth for a virus that has less than a 1% chance of a mortality rate. That's what they did. Just so they could pass the most draconian economic policies and just further erode our civil liberties. Like, guys, we don't have free speech anymore. Let's just be fully fledged. We don't have free speech anymore, okay? I mean, seriously, like, corporations and jobs, they're monitoring you on a freaking daily basis. There is blacklisting for do not hire. They are watching you. I mean, and guess what? Now they have a credit score. A lot of people think, oh, well, the social credit system only exists in China. No, it exists in America too. It exists in America too. And that's the thing. Like, when it comes to that, guess what? People with credit scores that are higher, they're more likely to be better workers. So now they're hiring people based off of fucking financial credit scores. Your credit score is basically your fucking ticket in life. You are forced to participate. If you don't have a credit score, you're fucked. Like, you cannot rent a place. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You cannot rent a place. You cannot get a mortgage. Why do you think the credit score system exists? The whole point of it is to keep people down. It's to keep the cost of everything up so you can get a loan, so they can control you, so the banks can control. And Gen Z has effectively walked out of the building. They're leaving corporate positions. I'm seeing some Gen Zers, even with rich parents, like, that are not even going to be getting their inheritance. They won't even be getting any sum of inheritance because they did not listen to their parents or follow the traditional corporate route. Like, quitting their corporate $200,000 a year corporate jobs. Like, seriously, people are done. People are fucking done in our generation. Like, we see how much of a scam this. I mean, can you imagine this? Like, you work 50 years of your life. You work the best years of your life just for a fucking paycheck. And literally, you retire. Actually, let's fuck it. Retiring is now a privilege. I see people at fucking Walmart pushing shopping carts who are damn near 80. You're not even bound to retire. You're not even, and if you even do retire, guess what? You can't even walk up the hill. You can't even go hiking. You're expected to travel when you're fucking old. Like, what kind of shit is this? We're expected to travel when we fucking wasted the best time of our lives, our 20s, and 30s, and then our 40s we start to decline. Like we're supposed to literally do that, and then big pharma just pumps out a bunch of this medication for old people for us to take, and then we start seeing these Medicare advertisements for old people. Like it's just, it is so fucked up what this country is. You don't live in America, you literally work in a corporation. And it's like people that are just, like, oh, there's a loneliness. Dude, there's a loneliness because America, it's hyper individualism, it's selfishness. Like literally, I look back on education. It's This country's not education, it's indoctrination. Like I look back on not finishing high school, and I honestly, I thank God to myself that I didn't finish. I remember these counselors. You know, like how like high school counselors, they try to get you into college. Career trajectory, where you want to go. I remember I put track athlete. That's what I put. I put wanted to be professional track. That's what I put as like a career. I couldn't fucking believe it. All the people laughed at me that were adults, and she changed it to track coach, and then she put parentheses underpaid. That's because a lot of track coach. That's how she did, just to mock me in the class. I'm like, wow, that's pretty fucking rich coming from a woman that's overweight, wears fucking glasses, and can't even see 25 feet out in front of her on what she's supposed to even teach on the board. I remember I replied back to her like that. She was like, oh, go to the office, go to the principal's office. I was like, I've been to the principal's office so many fucking times, it's not even funny. Like, I don't care for these people. I don't care for the public education. I mean, people are saying like, oh, the education system and Donald Trump. Dude, good. I hope it gets fucking abolished. I hope all these fucking teachers feel the wrath and pain that they inflicted on all these fucking kids, just like me. I hope they fucking feel scared. These people were never educators. They were agents of the system. That's what they were. Thank God I got pulled out of education. Thank God I got pulled out of the school system at 16 and a half. Thank fucking God at 17 I was pulled, because just there is no education. I learned more on my own, and I'm even starting to learn even more now with Chat GPT on my own than even me going to fucking university. And I'm also doing the problems and solving problems on my. Guys, we don't need. I'm sorry to say this. We don't need this. We really don't need this. We really don't need the public education. We really don't. I mean, if you actually had a country, if you actually had a government and stuff that actually functioned and had somewhat of an education system like Europe, I'd be like, okay, I could see salvaging some of those things, but no, there's no salvaging America. There's no salvaging this country in regards to education. You have women on the street saying, "I want a man that needs to make $500,000 a year," and these bitches can't even name a fucking country besides like Mexico and Canada, which are the neighbors. Like it's so bad. It's so horrible. Like we have this complete arrogance over the rest of the world, and that is starting to wane very greatly. And it's starting to wane. That empire dominance is starting to really wane against the high wind. And that's why I tell people all the time to learn a second language, which I've been doing. I know 3 languages. I actually know 4, but not fluently. But learn a second language, learn a third language, like get a citizenship. There is so much more to this world than just working a corporate job until you fucking came and walk, or your hip is bad. Like, and a lot of people think like, oh, hip replacement is once you get a hip. A lot of people think like, oh, once you get a hip replacement, it's permanent. No, nigga. You have to go in for a hip replacement every 10 to 15 years. Every 10 to 15 years, you need to go under for a hip replacement. Imagine that. Imagine needing 2 to 3 hip replacements in your life. You cannot run like you used to. You cannot walk. You cannot, like, just, you have phantom pain. It's like you're expected to do all this shit in your 20s. Imagine that. You're wasting your 20s. You're wasting the perfect time of your life as a man and a woman, sexually active, fucking fertile, fucking powerful. You're wasting your 20s and 30s. And then you're wasting your 40s not spending time at home with your kids. And then finally, when your kids go off to the indoctrination camp of college, that's when you can finally travel. When your body is just starting to fucking decapitate and break down when you're 60, like, what the fuck is this? And you're telling me that my kids are not even going to contact me? My kids are not even going to talk to me because I didn't care for their emotional needs or mental needs because I was off busy working just to keep a roof and food over it? Like, what the fuck is this system? Why would we have kids in this system today? I don't fucking blame my generation. I mean, the boomer. Come, let's just be real. The boomers literally, like, we got. People are saying like, oh, house prices. Why aren't Gen Z buying houses? I meant, like, guys, we got fucked out of the housing market even before. Like, they laid the groundwork of how horrible this system is before we were even born. Like, we were screwed from the get go in this country of the United States of America. That's why I stopped looking up to a lot of these finance gurus. Like, these finance gurus being like, "Oh, you need to pay your credit. You need to work harder. You need to pick up more jobs." It's like, shut the fuck up, Jack. Like, seriously, like, shut the fuck up. Go stick your fucking suppository strap on with no lubrication in your ass, and tell me how good it fucking feels. Okay, like. I am so sick and tired of these people, these fucking finance people being like, oh, you need to cut back on your electricity bill. You need to cut back on, you know, not leaving the light. It's like, shut up, Jack. Like, it's like, no, seriously, it's like, shut the fuck up. I mean, same with like people like Orlando Minor. Like, sometimes Orlando Minor, he'll be like, oh yeah, like, you need to pay your bills, you need to pay credit, you need to pay. It's like, shut up, Orlando. Like, it's like, shut the fuck up. It's like people are literally taking out fucking. I mean, all they want to look at is people taking out loans for short-term pleasure. It's like, yeah, that exists. Motherfucker, I had to take out a loan just to pay rent. I've never taken out a loan for pleasure. I've never even taken out a loan for a car. I have taken out loans for fucking rent. And if I had to take out credit card debt, it was for me just to get to work. Because yes, that's right. Work as a millennial and Gen Zer is now an investment. You have to pay to go to work, literally. It's just, like I said, like, we were screwed a long time ago. They screwed us royally a long time ago in this country. So in case if you feel like you're not a loser, okay? You got priced out. Listen, guys, I got priced out at 21 years of age, okay? That was when I realized a lot of things. And yeah, that's better than most people at 21, but it's just, it's normal. It's completely normal what's happening right now. And there is no shame with living with your parents. Like, I mean, if you have a parent that loves you and stuff like that, I mean, and you're taking up, and I'm sorry, but I don't know why some parents are paying kids allowances. I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think kids should work for their money. I think kids should contribute or even try. And if they can't, they should be getting food assistance and contributing from the, like SNAP or welfare, some way or some form. I just feel like kids should. I mean, without question, I started doing that when I started living with my mother. Without even question, literally. That's how I think it. I mean, because again, it's family, it's caring, it's compassion. That's what it is. This is the person that put you onto this earth, and it's just, I feel like when that's when parents go too far, like paying $1,500 and stuff like that. So that's where I think it's too far. But it's just the kind of society, the kind of system that we're in right now. It's such a dystopian, like it's such a dystopic landscape. Like, how are we supposed to do? Like, it's like you want us to have fucking kids. We can't even get universal health care. We can't even get maternity leave. We can't even get fucking paternity leave. We can't even get a universal jobs act. We can't even, like, literally, it's, our college degrees are about to be fucking useless. Thank God I didn't go to college, but our college degrees are about to be useless completely. They already are useless, but AI is about to completely make everybody unemployed. Unless if you're a bricklayer or, like I said, tradesman, culinary, which I'm doing, culinary and farming, and plus chemistry, because, my history within drug knowledge. I mean, those are the three things I would study if I really, really wanted. But my dream is endocrinology. That's where my dream is. But if I were to choose between that, it'd be culinary farming and chemistry. But it's just, that's the thing. We can't even get a wealth tax. We can't even get universal health care. We can, guys, there's literally bootlickers on freaking social media who are literally saying that Luigi Mangione should get the death penalty. Like, I mean, this is just, guys, they don't care about us. Our government does not give a fuck about us. Why do you think tax strikes are illegal? Why do you think the Taft-Hartley Act, that's what it's called. If you strike, if you're a worker and you go on strike with a union past a certain amount of time, the police can literally arrest you because you are causing havoc with your protest and your non-obedience. You are causing havoc to the industry. Guys, America's not a country. It's a corporate fuckeration. That's what it is. Why do you think a tax strike is illegal? Because again, it's vulnerable. Guys, capitalism is very fucking vulnerable. I would have to say it's even more vulnerable than socialism. Literally, like socialism or it's even more vulnerable. Like it's the amount of safeguards that literally have to be in place for the rich and wealthy elite under capitalism is just fucking insane. Like what under socialism and communism, it's like, yeah, you got the government. Like that's like you know who's ruling over you. That's just, so you have that transparency. Whereas in like capitalism, you have fucking secret shadow groups of people, pedophiles, just literally just I remember my grandmother, she was working. She lived in a Cushman Wakefield apartment. They're an asset management firm and one of America's largest landlords, Cushman Wakefield. My grandmother lived in their apartment complexes for over for almost like 30, 40 fucking years. 40 fucking years she was living in an apartment complex that was owned by Cushman Wakefield. It didn't matter. She was from Santa Monica, from LA to Las Vegas, Nevada. It did not matter. She was literally giving these people money, these shadow groups, these shadow people, for 40 fucking years of her life. And her boss at her job, because SSI wasn't paying her enough, and she had to pay for her apartment because disability also wasn't going to pay. Guess what? My grandmother was yelled at by her boss when she had emphysema, and she literally was on an oxygen line. This country is a fucking sick society. It's a sick society. Stop worshiping these people. Stop worshiping these celebrities. Stop worshiping these brain rot ass fucking influencers and content creators. Stop worshiping these people. These people, listen. These people sold their ass to P. Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein a long fucking time ago, okay? Will Smith was always fucked up. Just because he got up on stage and slapped Chris Rock across the face, no, he wasn't. That did not automatically mean he became fucked up. No, he already was fucked up a long time ago. Like, pop culture is dead. These people, they're so unattractive. They're so out of touch with reality. And all of the good people are leaving. Like, all of the good actors and actresses, they're all leaving. All the people that we used to look up to when it came to pop culture and aesthetic, they're all leaving Hollywood. They never want to come back to that industry. Because they realized that it was a sham. They realized that it's part of a greater machine. They realized that it is all propagation and conditioning. That's what it is. And it's just, like I said, the system is falling apart. Like I said, the institutions are dead. Harvard is dead. Yale is dead. Princeton is dead. Carnegie Mellon is dead. Columbia is dead. Brown is dead. Even the black universities are dead. Like, Hollywood is dead. New York City is dead. The television hub. The art schools are dead. I mean, guys, come on. When has an art degree been useful? I mean, art school is where rich fucking celebrities send their bored kids to school who have no aspirations instead of waiting for their parents' inheritance for when they fucking die. That's essentially what art school is. It's for bored fucking, purposeless kids that come from rich families. But yeah, guys, like, I wanted to come on here. I know it was like a ramble. It's just the amount of people that I see waking up within Gen Z is just, it's such a fucking godsend. It's like, yeah, please travel. Please do van life. Please have sex. Please have great sex. Please have relationships. Please live your fucking 20s. Live your fucking 30s. Live your 40s. Like, I'm not kidding. Live your fucking life. Fuck these people. Like, seriously. I mean, the reason why boomers are fucking jealous of us is because we actually figured out the system. And y'all boomers got fucking medicated. And now you guys are about to die off in 10 or 20 years. That's why boomers are angry at us Gen Zers. It's because they know down the road, oh shit, we fucked up. And they did. And they did. So that's the reason why I wanted to come on. Because it's blissful. It's really blissful that many people are just, they're not serving the military. They're not doing the traditional route. They're not doing these things. I mean, I look at people who follow the traditional route now. I'm gonna go to college. I look at people who follow the traditional route. Oh, I think I'm gonna go off in the military. I look at these people like they're fucking stupid. Like literally. And I feel like most people look at these people like they're still like, why would you serve a country that doesn't even fucking care about you? Why would you serve a country that won't even give you health care? Or will deny your ass VA benefits because shooting up that brown boy that didn't want you to come and rape his mother in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. was not service related. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and some of these people will literally defend the system. They're just like, oh, well, I served in the military. Yeah, okay, fuck off. Like, it's just. Anybody who's fucking proud for their military service, I'm sorry, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You've killed people like it's a video game on Call of Duty or Halo 4. You're a piece of shit. If you're proud of you are a piece of shit. It's just because I'll tell you this right now. Most of the people that are not proud of their military service, like I said, they have PTSD. They have fucking nightmares. They have massive anxiety disorders from what they did abroad. Because we were protecting America's interest. Because we were protecting the freedom and democracy. Okay. Like, yeah, fuck right off. Meanwhile, we go abroad and we invade some brown or black country, their fucking resources, like gold or oil, and then we pillage them into poverty. And then we say, you see, socialism doesn't never work. Socialism. I'm not fully a socialist. I'm like a democratic socialist, but it's just it's like the amount of propagation that goes on against believing that people should not fucking, like starve to death. Because that's the thing. I mean, 100 million people died during communism. Yeah, that's believable. I agree. That's horrible. But if you were to take lack of access to drinking water under capitalism and multiply that by 100, just lack of access to drinking water and multiply it by 100, you will get in the billions. I'm not kidding. The amount of people who've died from lack of access to drinking water. One thing of capitalism, because the person doesn't have enough capital to buy water, or they live in a infrastructure where there's inadequate drinking water, they will die. And it's way more than 100 million people, and that's just water. So I'm so sick and tired of people being like, oh yeah, well, like I told you, socialism failed as soon as the United States invaded this country and pillaged their resources. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, definitely. Uh-huh. Yeah. Universal health care, you're not, not having to fucking stress your ass off because, you broke your arm and, surgery is going to cost as much as a $30,000 car note. It's like, yeah, uh-huh. So real terrible. It's just I'm so sick and tired of living in a country where it's like caring for other people or believing that people shouldn't starve to death or people should not thirst themselves to death or people should not, withhold medical care, and they die because of that because they don't have access to medical care. I'm so sick and tired of living in a country that literally thinks I'm crazy. That literally thinks I'm crazy for helping normal average fucking people instead of fucking banks or corporations or some rich fucktard billionaire that basically wants taxpayer dollars to build another stupid football stadium. I'm sorry, because that's what it is. I'm sorry, football is stupid. The NFL is stupid. It is military. It is militaristic propaganda. It is CIA imperialist propaganda. It's the war machines propaganda. I stopped watching football in 2020. I couldn't anymore. Same with Formula One. Formula One is just a nepotistic cult of billionaires. I couldn't even watch that anymore. So much of this shit, I can't even watch anymore. It's like, Because it's like I realized what these people had to do. They had to sell their ass. Let's be real. A lot of them had to sell their ass or do some initiation shit to get in. While at the same time, they need to be quiet of their political views because, oh, so help me God, I don't want to piss off some rich billionaire person who's paying my paycheck because I think genocide in Palestine is wrong. Or I think people should not be dying from lack of access to healthcare. Like, I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. And I'm so happy celebrity worship is ending. I'm so happy this shit is ending. Like, seriously. Like, people keep saying, like, oh, you know, Gen Z is doomeristic. No, we're not doomeristic. Bring on the collapse. Like, seriously, bring on the fucking collapse. This system cannot be fixed. This system was poisoned from the very start. And Gen Z, we will have a new system in the 2030s and 2040s. Yeah, we might not have kids. Yeah, we might be very, you know, depopulated when it comes to children. But when it comes to fixing our system, you know, and rebuilding a new system, holy fuck. Like, for our grandkids, we're definitely going to have that. We're definitely going to master that. Like, guys, we lived through the dot-com era. We lived through 2008. We lived through the pandemic. Like, we never got a fucking break, economically speaking. We never did. And that's what's going to change greatly. And I'm happy for it. Because we're actually going to come to a place where we value friendship, we value relationships, we value the things that matter to us, and it's not just capital or monetary. It's actually going to matter only to us. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be family. It's going to be friends. It's not going to be this fucking forever rat soul chasing, you know, pipe dream of, oh, maybe one day I'll be a billionaire or I'll own a Ferrari. Like, I've spoken to rich people who own fast cars and they literally get tired of these cars after 2 or 3 months. It just becomes a 2.5 ton steel box, literally. It's just, I stopped caring. I've stopped caring about the status symbols and stuff. Like, and that's where we are. Like, we're gonna just live our lives. We're gonna enjoy the breaths of fresh air that liberate the hairs on our skin as like a second skin. We're gonna feel the warming rays of the sun that are hugging us in God's glory. That's what we're going to do. And it's really beautiful. And I'm all for it. I'm seriously all for it. Because right now, in our system, and people will say, like, oh, you know, boomers, they had it figured out. And everything was great during the boomer generation when women were in the home. I'm like, yeah, when people were on fucking antipsychotics, barbiturates, Valium, you know, yeah, that's. Drug addictions have been happening ever since this system came into play, literally. This is not normal. This is not part of human physiology. This is not normal part of even primates, which are closest to humans. This is not even part of their own brain physiology. It's not. The way our society is structured is not at all. And that's what I'm saying. I'm so happy that it's coming to a collapse. I'm so happy it's coming to an end. Like, stop defending. This one person used to say this to me. Stop fucking defending these dead institutions like Harvard, Yale, and Hollywood and art school. Stop defending these people. These people never cared about you to even begin with. And that's where I am right now. That's where I am. And people are just like, oh, what are you going to do? You're not going to work 20 years in a restaurant? No, I'm not. I'm going to work on and off in a restaurant, probably like 4 months on, maybe 6 months on, and then off for like 3 months. Fuck. I mean, I'm probably going to have a farm, like of like 50 acres where I'm just farming one thing or maybe like three things and it's divided. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna live in a VW. I want to live. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to feel the beautifulness of the world. And that's what a lot of young people are doing. That's what a lot of people in our age bracket are doing. Because we looked at our parents. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't spend time with you over the weekend. I have a work assignment to do over the weekend, which is unpaid. You're not getting paid for that work assignment. You're not getting paid while you're at your computer doing it. And you're missing your son or daughter's gymnastics or soccer practice or competition or game. I know people that were literally working jobs and they missed their son's football game. They missed their daughter's gymnastics because they died the very next week. And the company replaced them just like that. Stop defending these dead institutions. Stop defending these people. They are corpses and cobwebs that are meaningless, that were given false prestige and accreditation. Just want to take 1 minute to meditate after this video because this was just, I'm on prednisone right now and I don't want to show my face. I look like a ghost. Just my voice even sounds hoarse, as you can tell, but I just want to take a minute or two for meditation under this beautiful candlelight.